great day this morning as we launch LifeMobile, a very innovative project that is going to transform the country and impact very many lives in different communities across the country. At this moment, I would like to invite the Managing Director of the National Enterprise Corporation, who are our hosts today, Major General James Mujire. Would you please take this moment to welcome us?
The Honorable Minister of Finance in charge of privatization and investment, Honorable Evelyn Anite, the Board Chair, Microfinance, Honorable Samuel Mderwa, you most welcome, the CEO, Hatch, CTI Africa, Mr. Michael, and your team, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My role this morning is a very simple one. The first one is to welcome all of you to the headquarters of the National Enterprise Corporation here in Bugorobi. For the benefit of the press and those people who may not know what National Enterprise Corporation is all about, a NEC, or National Enterprise Corporation, is a state corporation established by an Act of Parliament, and it is the business or the commercial arm of the Ministry of Defense and the Uganda People's Defense Forces. So you're all most welcome. We assembled here this morning to carry out a symbolic launch of the first smartphone to be assembled in Uganda. As you'll be briefed in detail by Mr. Michael, Hatch CTI Africa, or CTI Africa, was attracted and indeed expressed interest in investing in Uganda in the area of communication through assembly of the smart mobile phones. However, I've been told that the major difference with other mobile phones on the market is that emphasis this time will be put on the development of apps that will enable Ugandans access, among others, telemedicine, e-commerce, and microfinance services. I leave the details to Mr. Michael to explain. As NEC, we did welcome the idea, and we have since embarked on the process of formalizing relationship with CTI Africa, which we expect to conclude soon before embarking on this very important project. Honorable Minister, I wish to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Michael for choosing Uganda and bringing this investment here, and I wish to thank you also for coordinating the investment effort. On our part, as a National Enterprise Corporation, we do welcome this initiative, and we are proud to be associated with this project. We pledge to expeditiously conclude the discussions with CTI Africa and commence the assembly of the smart mobile phone here in Uganda as soon as possible. I thank you very much. Once again, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much for those remarks and for welcoming us here today. So at this juncture, I'd like to invite the chairman of CTI Africa, Michael Landau.
Thank you, everybody. We have the Jewish custom is that when you start a speech, first thing that we do is we have to thank our hosts. So first, I'd like to thank the General Mujire and the NEC, and we're obviously very excited and honored to have the opportunity of being part of this very unique family of the government. And the person who has been most instrumental in defining the vision of what LifeMobile is about is the Honorable Anite, who after we had the opportunity of meeting very briefly, she said, Michael, I've got to take you straight to the President, because this is the most exciting potential project, and it's very important for the country that we can create our own assembled in Uganda smartphone, and the smartphone is an element which is very critical to the structure of everybody's core existence. Hence, kind of together we came up with the idea of calling it LifeMobile. So as far as so from that particular little piece of history, I'd like to thank also some of my team members, because this would not be possible without the very hard work of my team. So I'd like to thank Niven and Karan from Hatch. I'd like to thank And from Digimark, I'd like to thank Maria, who's been doing a terrific job, along with Josephine and Kevin and Ivan and Vincent and Alvin. And this is really kind of quite an accomplishment to be able to have reached this day. I'd like to just give kind of a little bit of background on my own involvement, kind of in Uganda, and also highlight the fact that Uganda has been absolutely at the forefront of digital transformation in Africa. I had the privilege of being invited by the president back in 2005 and 6, and we built, with the Post Bank of Uganda, we built the first fully integrated mobile banking platform, which integrated biometrics, ATM, point of sale, and mobile banking. This is back in 2006-07, and at the time, we were working very closely with the Wazalendo, with the SACO of the army, and creating transformation. I think it was a little bit ahead of its time, and people didn't quite understand what we brought. But then the following year, we launched M-Sente, which is one of the world's first mobile money platforms. And so those are, kind of not just examples of my own involvement in the country, but it shows the innovation and the excitement of Uganda to always want to be at the cutting edge. The idea of LifeMobile is that this becomes the transformational tool for everybody. This is the next generation. Originally it was mobile banking, mobile money was the great innovation. Now it's about using the smartphone as the tool for life. And what we've been able to accomplish so far is that we are working together with several of the leading companies in the country over here, which are going to enable us to be able to provide tremendous activities and opportunities using our LifeMobile phone. We're very proud. We've not concluded final negotiations. This is all happening rather quickly, but we're very proud of our partnership to be with Jubilee, and I'd like to kind of recognize Erastus and Patricia over here. And so LifeMobile is going to have an exclusive relationship with Jubilee on our phones, that people will be able to access the most efficient and the best different insurance products. Will include life insurance, health insurance, product insurance, business insurance, and everything will be available through the LifeMobile phone. We're very proud that we're going to be working with EcoBank. So we're going to provide the opportunity for every single person in the country using the LifeMobile phone to be able to give themselves a bank account. So that, again, when you talk about the financial inclusion. And then we're going to be working on the medical side. We're working with the Medical Concierge Bureau and with the Uganda Protestant Medical Bureau. And we're going to be providing what will be, we believe, is one of the world-class medical infrastructure. And over the course of the next few weeks and few months, there are going to be many, many announcements of innovations that LifeMobile, along with CTI Africa and our projects, are going to be launching in the country. We're also going to be working with our Honourable Mr. Wilberforce, Kasambe Magwera, and congratulations on your new position as the Chairman of Microfinance. And we're looking forward very much to becoming a core partner to create entrepreneurship opportunities. Again, all of these things anchored through the LifeMobile, because this is how people are going to be able to connect, make their requests for their loans, for the entrepreneurship, and that it'll be an opportunity to be able to track and to see how well people are doing in a way that we can continuously monitor the impact that the programs are going to have. And we're also very proud of our relationship with Jumia, which is the country's largest e-commerce platform. So we're going to be partnering with Jumia, for the distribution of the phones, but also for the general e-commerce, which we believe is going to be the next wave of the future. The way our LifeMobile phones are going to work also is that we will know the home location of everybody with a LifeMobile phone, so it'll make the ability to deliver products to people, to be able to order things and products actually get delivered to their home. We have some very innovative ideas that we've been discussing with some other large companies over here in the country, which will just be, again, over the course of the next few weeks and couple of months, we're going to be making additional announcements. We hope to be, as far as the assembly plant, we're hoping that by the first quarter of 2019, that we will be will start our first assembly of phones, which will be assembled in Uganda, made for Ugandans, But it may even be that before then, we've got several products which we're going to be showing you now, one of which is a worker registration product. So today, most people, when they work in an office, they go with their fingerprint and they register, or they clock in, and they clock in and they clock out. What we've designed we've designed an app on our LifeMobile phone, which is a worker registration form, which means that somebody will be able to, even if they don't work in a formal office and they're working, kind of out in the field, or they're working in an area where you don't have the typical digital access, the worker will be able to log in the morning, log out at night, and that way we'll be able to ensure the efficiency of the service and the program. I'm very happy to announce today that with the UPMB that we received our first order unofficially. I mean, we haven't signed pieces of paper, but we've already received our first order for 7,500 phones, because UPMB recognize that with their 7,000 plus workers spread around the country, that they will be able to ensure kind of much greater efficiency, and that the workers will be, and the health workers will be in all the villages that they're supposed to be in at the time that they're supposed to be there, and it'll create tremendous efficiency. We're hoping that as a tool is going to kind of be exciting for other people, but the important thing is that we are a company which is designed to provide these solutions for Uganda, with Uganda. So you have an idea that you want to have, we'll design it. We're going to be announcing over the next few weeks about a regular series of hackathons that we're going to be kind of offering with special prizes from LifeMobile. There's going to be a lot of exciting things that we're going to be launching, but we want LifeMobile to be the tool that, whether you're in a rural village or whether you're in an urban setting, this is going to be your lifeline to the digital services that are available. We're also very proud to announce that we're going to be working with the medical concierge group to be able to provide a speak to your doctor application. So that way, kind of you're in some remote area, or even you're not feeling too well at home, you'll be able to push the button on the phone and be able to go and speak to your doctor. Again, over the next few weeks, we're going to be making some additional announcements about the quality of the digital medical services that we are going to be able to offer, which will hopefully put, again, Uganda on absolutely kind of the front line of innovation when it comes to digital medical services. So I'm, again, extremely honored. I'm grateful to Anite for enabling this vision to come to fruition. I'm kind of very grateful to Major General Magira for the warmth and for the opportunity to help transform and take the revolution to the next level of how we can impact the lives of everybody in Uganda. Thank you very much.
That was the CTI Chairman, Michael Landau. Thank you very much for those remarks. At this point, we're going to watch a short video. At this point, I'd like to invite the Honorable Minister.
General Mujira, the head of NEC. the CTI Executive Director, my friend Orlando, Michael, the Chairman of Microfinance Support Center, a very transformative man. He has a magic hand. I know he's going to transform the Microfinance Support Center. The partners, so your fellow developers in the process of LifeMobile, Jubilee Insurance, Kuka, who is also staff of State House. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not want to forget the members of the press. Good morning. I'm so excited. I don't know about you. A phone made in Uganda for Ugandans. So exciting, LifeMobile. We're very, very excited. And that you're going to start manufacturing these mobiles in Uganda. And I want to, first of all, thank His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for endorsing this project. Because if it was not for him, I do not think that we would even be talking about the manufacturing or assembling of mobile phones in Uganda. When Michael came to my office 2 months ago, he shared the idea with me, and he told me that he can actually manufacture mobile phones in Uganda. I was very excited. I could not hold back the joy, and I just had to seek for an appointment from the president. And when I told him that I always take to him investors, but this time when I told him that this investor is going to manufacture mobile phones, he was so excited, and he told me, please bring the investor right away. So I had to take Michael to the president, and he quickly said that he doesn't want this vision to die. He believes that the person or the company that can actually work together with Michael to make this happen is NEC. General, that only gives confidence to the army that you will deliver. Thank you very much. You actually deliver. Commander-in-Chief has a lot of confidence and trust in you. I want to thank General Mujira at this point that he accepted quickly and said, yes, if the Commander-in-Chief has spoken, we will do it. And immediately they started discussion with Michael, and there was no bureaucracy, from one step to the other. And I want to thank Michael for his enthusiasm, because he did not only look at the partnership with NEC, but he thought that yes, he has to go and look for other partners so as to be able to purchase this phone. I want to thank Jubilee Insurance that you have accepted to partner to purchase mobile phones from Uganda. It's so exciting. A phone made in Uganda for Ugandans. I cannot emphasize that obvious point. We have so many mobile phones in Uganda, but none of them is made in Uganda. If I just do a census in this room, you'll see that we are only maybe less than 15 people, but the mobile phones are more than 15. What am I trying to say? That one Uganda likes the character of holding 2 to 3 mobile phones. That we invest a lot of money in this mobile phone, but we're importing them in our country. So it is so exciting that the phones at this time going to be manufactured in Uganda, for Ugandans. It just sounds like buy Uganda, build Uganda. So if you buy this product of this mobile phone, I want this one. This looks nice. Which one?
It's the one in the middle.
In the middle.
In the middle.
This looks excellent. A lovely phone, LifeMobile. If Ugandans start buying this product, what are we going to do? We're going to create jobs for our young people. What are we going to do? We're going to better our economy. Because the money that our shillings that we convert into dollars to go and purchase mobile phones from China will then be circulated in our market. And then our economy will grow. And then we will be able to do all the infrastructure development that we want to do as a country. The roads, the electricity that we want to reach everywhere, building better hospitals. How are we going to do it? It is through this mobile phone. Why? Someone will be asking me, but how is that possible? It is possible because you're going to use the dollar that you take out and buy the phones here, and the money will remain in the country. Then that way our economy will be able to transform. EcoBank, I also want to thank them being your partner. You did mention about your partners. You talked about EcoBank, you talked about UPMB. Already you have a market for 75,000 mobile phones. So that means the market is ready. I'm waiting for the 40 million Ugandans to also buy these phones. Something that we did not mention, where this phone is going to be manufactured. I'm very happy and I want to commend, and therefore I want to ask all of us to clap for Mujira again, that he's already given us the space for manufacturing these phones. 6th Street Industrial Area is where our phones are going to be manufactured. When I talked about the news of manufacturing the mobile phones, they asked me, but that is assembling. I asked them that, you know the iPhone? I have an iPhone X, where is my phone? I said, this phone, you find that you buy it in China, but not all the products, not all the components of the phone are made in China. They're actually made from all over the world. Most of them are in Europe and in US, but then they ship them to China and then they assemble them. So there is no difference. At the end of the day, they say made in China. So no one should tell us and degrade our phone and say, no, you're just doing assembly. It happens everywhere. Those who are manufacturing planes, they will tell you, even bicycles, the components, different parts. This is something I learned from school, comparative advantage. What can this country X be able to assemble because they have the raw materials, and then push these things to country B. And then country B will then do the assembling and say it is made in their country. And this happens everywhere. So we should not degrade and say this is going to be only assembling of mobile phones. It's manufacturing of a phone made in Uganda, a phone made in Uganda for Ugandans. So Ugandans have to be very excited. I was expecting someone to clap a Ugandan. A happy Ugandan to clap for that. Thank you for clapping. Now, finally, I want to commend NEC that you're not only, this is just to add on the list of the other products that you're already manufacturing, because as you can see, you're already the one manufacturing our water, Uzima water. Please drink that water. It's in front of you, do drink it. You're in assembling of tractors and offer them tractor hire services. I want to thank you very much. Among others, you have products that you're even going to partner with an investor to do manufacturing, a factory, an industrial area that you're going to put a manufacturing center in Katugo. I want to thank you very much for that. I also want to thank you for doing civil works and construction works. And I know that you're also into supplying of foodstuff to our men in uniform. We thank you very, very much for the work that you do. I want to finally say that, like your name suggests, LifeMobile, I wish you a long life. Michael Lando. And you're going to give us more mobile phones for life. And we really only want to see you alive to witness this product, that your vision keeps on growing. I thank you for Nevi, Nevi, a very brilliant staff that you have who works with you. I want to thank him so much, that I know that with all your energy, if you came from maybe another part of the world, I'll not be confident as I am. But being Jewish, I am more than confident that I know the Jews, through Jesus Christ, liberated us. So I have a lot of confidence and faith in you that you are going to really make our dream of having our first mobile phones made in Uganda and for Ugandans successful. I say this for God and my country.
This is a loudspeaker. No, this is a, yes, it's a loudspeaker. Then this is the screen, and then this is the back where the logic board sits, and then this is a complete phone. So
where do you get all these components?
So
from one country or from different countries?
Different countries, but some of them come from China as well.
Yes.
So this is the power button and volume buttons. So basically, in an ideal assembly plant, one person will be handling a piece and then passing it on to the other. Yes. So a person gets actually specialized in knowing which piece is good, which piece is bad, and which is. So in that case, it's faster than having one person doing all the work all at once. So there are different people handling different components of the phone.
Very good.
The one person that I forgot to thank in my comments before, Rodney Mugaga, who today still runs for Uganda Telecom Msente, and Rodney was with me 10, 12 years ago when we built Msente, and certainly on camera I don't want to say whether he's going to come work with us again or not.
We need to thank you for starting M-Center.
He says,
Comes with the life.
LifeMobile, powered by Android. So you can
Yes.
see the-
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Representative from NBS-TV. Being Honorable Minister, LifeMobile, it's here. What does this mean to us as Ugandans and economy at large?
LifeMobile means a phone for Ugandans, made in Uganda. It's an exciting mobile phone assembling plant that we're going to start assembling in our country. We're going to start our first mobile phones in the country. CTI, in partnership with NEC, with the support of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, came together and agreed that we should start manufacturing our first mobile phones in this country. So what we're seeing here today is that unlike all the other phones, CTI has come up with an innovation that we're going to get Ugandans getting up to do different apps to see how we would have a medical health talk to your doctor application that would be on this mobile phone. That if you want to access insurance services, that's why you see Jubilee Insurance here, because they're going to partner with LifeMobile and NEC. So all these applications will be on this phone, and most exciting that the phones will be manufactured on the 6th Street of Industry Area in Uganda.
Thank you very much. We see the mobile phone as the transformational tool to empower people's lives. So in discussion at the initiation of ANITE and His Excellency President Museveni, we've designed a phone which will be made in Uganda for Ugandans. And the concept behind the for Ugandans is that we will have partnerships with companies like Jubilee, like the United Protestant Medical Bureau, like the Medical Concierge, like EcoBank, that everybody can get a bank account, and work with Jumia so that people can have e-commerce solutions. So we're looking to work with real Ugandan companies that will be people's lives will be empowered and better through it. Loan applications will be able to be made through the phones. And then in addition, we're developing, using some young, brilliant Ugandan technology developers, we're going to be developing apps and different applications that are relevant to the people's lives. We're going to be launching over the next few weeks that we're going to have a monthly hackathon, which will be designed on particular different areas, sectors. Maybe it will be in healthcare, different education, different ideas. So the idea of LifeMobile is that this is going to be able to be the vehicle that people can improve their lives. So it's, you know, we said the tagline is LifeMobile, changing lives.
Most importantly, this only means that all our ceilings that we convert into dollars to go and purchase mobile phones in China, in Europe, in US, is going to remain in our country to better our economy and to create jobs for Ugandans. In short, that is what LifeMobile is going to do to Ugandans. You want to say something? Yes.
Thank you, Honorable. I can only say that the strategic leadership of this country identified the National Enterprise Corporation, which is the business arm of the Ministry of Defense and the Uganda People's Defense Forces, as the most fit and proper organization to be used as a vehicle in implementation of this project. So for us as the National Enterprise Corporation, we'll be partnering with them. They bring in this technology and we start the assembly of the mobile phone here in Uganda. And as you heard from the Honorable Minister, we have already identified even the place or the premises where the mobile phone is going to be assembled.
I don't want to use the word that they think it's associated to NRM only, because when we say patriotism, they say, oh, this is an NRM thing. Patriotism is an English word that loves your country. So if a Ugandan really loves the country and wants to see the economy grow, wants to see employment opportunities for Ugandans, you have to love the products and buy the products that are made by factories or companies that are in Uganda. For instance, stop buying water from other parts of the world. Buy Uzima, buy Renzori, made in Uganda. Then you'll be able to support your country. All these countries, the developed countries, they've been able to develop their countries because they buy and consume the products that are in the country. Some people think that President Donald Trump is not doing the right thing. When you hear President Donald Trump talking about Americans consuming products made in America and negotiating better trade deals for the country, he's doing that for the development and the betterment of his country. The same spirit, the same thing should apply to Ugandans. Do not fancy products that are coming from China, products that are coming from America, products coming from Europe, products coming from other parts of the world at the disadvantage of your own products. Love your products. Build Uganda by Uganda.
Allow me to add to what Minister Anita has just said. We are very appreciative of the support that the government is giving us, and of course that factors into being able to make the investments in the country. But we're designing LifeMobile not because we're getting a tax incentive from the government. We're designing LifeMobile that this becomes the anchor of life for the people of Uganda. And as I mentioned before, I built in Uganda with the Ugandans M-Sente, which everybody here knows all about M-Sente. M-Sente was one of the first mobile money platforms anywhere in the world, and that innovation happened here. So we're coming with an understanding, and I look like I'm a Mzungu, but I'm actually a Kiki from Bunyoro. So we have a passion to help the people, the products that are going to be coming on the phone, that we described before. With LifeMobile, we're going to have a special program with Jubilee. So we haven't negotiated all the details, but the price that you'll get from the LifeMobile Jubilee relationship will be better than you get anywhere else. The ability to go and connect is going to be better.
You already have 750,000 mobile phones ordered. So you need to tell them.
It grew from 7,500, 75,000, 750,000. But we're going to be building applications and products and a community. LifeMobile is going to be, we want it to become a community. You belong to the LifeMobile community. And as part of the community, there'll be lots of benefits and discounts and opportunities that you won't get just by buying some generic name phone from somebody else. So that's why people ultimately are going to be wanting to buy this phone, because it's going to be their phone, made in Uganda for Ugandans.
And when should we expect the first phone, and how much will I pay?
So we anticipate that the first phones for the market will be available in the first quarter of 2019. One of the features that we hope to be able to have in place by then is that we hope to be able to offer the phones on hire purchase, which I know today nobody offers phones on hire purchase. So we're looking to be able to offer the phones on hire purchase. A phone like this, it retails in the $45, $50 range, but because we're going to be able to bring in hire purchase, it's going to come with various insurance incentives, etc. It's going to become very affordable for the average family, because it'll be $2 a month for 30 months instead of being one lump sum cash payment that people need to make. So we're very aware of the issues of the lives of the people, and we want to make LifeMobile a part of every Ugandan family home infrastructure. We're going to have notebooks, little notepads also that are going to become available, which hopefully kind of every child will be able to afford a notepad so they can get educational programs on the notepad. So we have, and as I said, over the next few weeks and months, we're going to have many announcements about new innovations that we're bringing on board. We're working with the medical concierge group and with UPMB, the Uganda Protestant Medical Bureau, to provide a world-class digital medical infrastructure, which you'll only be able to access through your LifeMobile. So we're going to have many innovations over the course of the next few weeks. Will be announced more and more, but this is all going to be designed for people's lives and to transform people's lives using their own LifeMobile phone.
All right, thank you very much, Michael Landau. I think that will be enough for today.